Here's the difference between me and Zoran Mamdani. There are many differences. The big one is...
Mehdi just hit us with the RAMF, resting angry Muslim face. This man is self-aware on another level. He's basically saying, look, I know I look mad all the time. That's just my face. But watch how he flips it. He's not just making a joke, he's exposing the whole game. He's saying as a brown guy, you can't just exist, you have to perform friendliness.
He has this charming electric smile. He is he's the guy who kisses babies at events. He wins people over. I have what's called RAMF. I have resting angry Muslim face. So when I'm talking to people, when I'm listening, I look mad, right? People have told me this over the years. Producers have told me in my ear, you look angry, smile. Not in a misogynistic way, like say to women, you should smile, but people tell me, smile.
Yeah.
So for me, running for office, I look angry all the time.
Yeah.
You can't win like that. You need the smiling. If you're
have...
brown, you need to be smiling.
Mehdi brings up Obama and how he was beloved because people could imagine your daughter marrying him. That's not a compliment. That's a scathing critique. He's saying the bar for black and brown politicians isn't competence. It's, would you let them date your kid? He just exposed the racial gatekeeping that's been happening for decades.
Thing. I don't know.
But I think for brown and black people, sorry to come back to racism again, I do think there's that extra pressure to show you're not an angry black man, angry brown man. Yeah. Obama was always seen as beloved because he was like, oh, you can imagine your daughter marrying him when he comes in the room. There was always that kind of sensibility around Barack Obama.
So you think that's the part with Mamdani, he's got a little bit of that Obama-esque thing going for himself.
For sure.
Mehdi just said Trump has never looked at Melania the way he looks at Mamdani. In love, just in awe. That is a nasty line. He's calling Trump a fanboy who's more impressed by a smooth-talking politician than his own wife. This is the kind of disrespect that leaves the interviewer speechless. He cooked him and didn't even break a sweat.
That moment still is, he looks at Mamdani the way I've never seen him look at anyone. I've never seen him look at Melania the way he looks at Zoran Mamdani, right? In love, just in awe. He goes on Sid Rosenberg's radio show. You see that? Yeah. Sid Rosenberg, he's a jihadist. Mr. President, he hates you. Nah, he's a good guy.
The interviewer is trying to paint Trump's admiration for Mamdani as a positive. Mehdi just casually drops Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and Zoran Mamdani. He's putting Mamdani in the same category as authoritarian dictators. The interviewer panics. Don't do that. Out of context. And Mehdi's response? Ice cold. This is why no one likes right media. He just called out bad faith editing while dismantling the argument.
Put a few different people.
Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, Zoran Mamdani. Those are my
What
three.
does that say about your Mamdani, though? You got to be careful with that.
That's why I don't
you just put him in a bad place.
That's why I don't understand.
So be careful what you're doing.
That's why I don't understand. I genuinely...
Mehdi Hassan compares Mamdani to Putin and Kim Jong-un. Don't do that. Why?
He's explaining how Mamdani used a fake newspaper cover to flatter Trump and get a Palestinian student freed in hours. He's giving Mamdani credit for being smart.
So smart. He knows how, Trump is very easily won over. He takes a front page of a newspaper, right? He takes a fake newspaper front page. Why has people not thought of this before? With Trump saving New York, gives it to Trump. And then he goes, can you free this Palestinian student who ICE just picked up? By that afternoon, Trump has freed that student.
The interviewer asks, won't you give credit that Trump gave him what he asked for? Mehdi doesn't bite. He says, I'm glad Mamdani did it. But what does it say about our leader that it's so easy to play him? He just reframed the entire conversation. It's not about Mamdani winning. It's about Trump being a sucker.
Sure, we're going to talk about Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu did it to get him into a war with Iran. That's my problem. You know, when Trump first went to Saudi Arabia after he got elected in 2017, there was a story about how when he drove from the airport to the embassy or hotel, wherever he was staying, the Saudis, this is in 2017, remember his first trip as president was to Saudi Arabia. The Saudis put up on billboards his tweets. Can you imagine that? How smart that is? That Trump is driving along and he's seeing his own quotes. Like, these people know how to play him. They know how to suck up to him. Kim Jong-un